Are you guys ready to hear me get really mad? Well, that can wait. Welcome to part number 4 of the Mega Man X Kirby challenge. Before we get to the main event, we've got a little bit of item collection to do, and this is just foreshadowing to how difficult this next segment is, because the crystal shot, I think it's called, is terribly useless against some enemies, where it'll just bounce off them. It's frustrating, to say the least. But it can freeze enemies, which will help you get items, like that one right there. And here we go. This is not the hardest. The second hardest challenge. Second hardest thing I've ever done. This stage should not be a problem. I thought this stage wasn't going to take very long, but there's one issue with this stage. One freaking issue. These scorpions, they can't be killed with the crystal shot. Why is this a problem? Well, there's 2 of them directly in the way near the end of the stage. And small thing right there. Freeze an enemy, dash into it, it dies. This 3 rules come into play here. The no damage rule, and the vehicle rule where you don't take damage in it. This stage is so hard. And where's the hard part, you're asking? This doesn't look difficult. Yeah, it's not here. And that's the problem. Every time I failed at the very end of the stage, I had to do this over and over again. It was frustrating. Very frustrating. First, you gotta grab that heart tank, which is kind of precision, but not really. This part, right here. These 2 scorpions took way too many attempts. This took weeks. This was a majority of the challenge. This doesn't look that hard. This 10-15 seconds was the hardest thing ever. It's unbelievable how difficult this is. You have to get so lucky. Precision driving. And there I just gunned it. And at this point I'm like, oh my god, I finally did it. I gunned it through the last scorpion, and now we're getting to Overdrive Ostrich. At this point I am breathing heavily. I am so freaking scared for my life. If I failed right here, I may have committed suicide. This was way too difficult. Way too difficult. You wanna know how many attempts this stage took? 685. That is triple the amount it took to triple the amount it took to complete the entire Mega Man X Kirby challenge. This took way too long. I hated this. And at this point, my hands are like shaking, literally, because this took way too long. This took way too long. This stage was a nightmare. It haunted me. And at this point, well, I have a good strategy for defeating Overdrive Ostrich. Hit him, run left or right, dodge the very easy to dodge attack. And I figured out an easier way to defeat him in the boss refight, so I could have known that here, but I didn't, but that's fine. This way is easy too. And at this point, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna do it. Please don't mess up here, please don't mess up here. And I almost did. Then I hit him, and then celebration ensued. I was jumping for joy. I hated this stage. I thought I was gonna quit the challenge. I really did, because this stage took way too long. Well, that's the end of my rant. I'll see you in part number 5.